So there's been this age-old question, we get it a lot at the Pillai Center, between men and women and the connection to the goddess. Is that connection the same? Are men or women closer to the goddess?
That's an interesting question. Now, Jung, Carl Jung, most of you know who he is. Jung was very much interested in the goddess concept, and he was not an academic psychologist. He was a man who practiced a lot of meditation himself. He went to see Raman Maharishi in the 1940s. It took a long journey by ship to go to India because he wanted to experience whatever he brought out in psychology as paradigms. I will talk about it in a minute. When Jung went to India in the 1940s, the hygiene was very poor, and there was not a lot of medical help in those days. So with diarrhea very active in his body, he went and sat in front of Raman Maharishi. Raman Maharishi never speaks, and even if he could speak, he doesn't speak English, nor can Jung understand Tamil, the language that the Maharishi knew. But then there was an understanding that came instantaneously to Jung. He gave the highest tribute ever paid to Raman Maharishi. He is the whitest spot in the white sky. No word was uttered. This is the highest teaching. This teaching can happen only when the student is right. And Jung was the right person. Personally, I value this silent teaching more than, verbal teachings. I prefer not to speak. Then if I speak, the mind comes in. If I don't speak, the goddess is present. Which one do you want? You want the goddess. You want the transmission, which is the initiation. That's going to be the component of both events that I am doing in September, that is the decision that I have made, both in New York timeline jumping program, and also the goddess program in Florida for 4 days. And I have more time in Florida, so I'll be able to do that silent transmission of the goddess's energy. Because if I express in words, it gets lost. Now to come to the question, whether a man is closer to the goddess or a woman is closer to the goddess. The goddess is common to both. And here I started with talking about Jung. Jung made an important contribution. He said, a man has a woman's consciousness hidden, vice versa. A woman, similarly, a man's consciousness hidden in the unconscious. The reason why the man is powerful in this world is not because he's a man. It is because he is the goddess. Because the unconscious is more powerful than the conscious. You may think that you are doing everything through the conscious. It's not true. It is the unconscious that is powerful. And the man has the woman's unconscious. And Jung did a lot of work on that. He's talked about man having this anima consciousness. The woman, the man's unconscious, which is the feminine, carries, according to Jung, goddesses like Eve, Helen, Sophia, and Mother Mary too. And he wrote extensively about that. That's why a man is very powerful in this world. Whereas the woman has only a man's unconscious, that's why she's not powerful in this world. And Jung did not go further in explaining the unconsciousness of the woman. And that is what I'm going to fill up with the understanding from my own tradition of the goddess. The woman can be even more powerful than a man. That's why the woman is called Shakti in Sanskrit, which means the power. The power is not with the man, the power is with the woman. The woman has to understand it and incorporate that. And she being in the human body, the goddess, she can access it better than a man. And the time is right. After many, many centuries of patriarchal system, we are getting into a divine matriarchy. That's why there are so many women in my organization. It's controlled by women, not by men, because I anticipate the upcoming goddess yuga or goddess era or the goddess epoch. Just imagine the woman ruling the earth plane, becoming the rulers of different countries. There won't be any wars because a woman is loving, kind, not egocentric. Patriarchy has ruined the earth plane because there is no compassion. There's only killing. Look at what's going on in the world. Unimaginable in Egypt, Syria, Iraq, and then now Russia is starting their own thing. So there is violence everywhere. And this violence will have to end. And who is going to end is the Shakti, the goddess. So man and woman can both access goddess. And then they have to know the methodology of how each one can access this energy. And that will be also part of this course.